So due to unforeseen circumstances, I'm unable to get a photo of Bleach characters at this moment. However, this video will definitely be about Bleach. My problems about it, part one. This is going to be about the unanswered questions. First, why does Ichigo always support the Soul Society and Gode 13 in every war except for the rescuing Rukia arc? Let us all think about this. Ichigo Kurosaki or Ichigo Betasaki is a character who is part Vizard, aka Viscered, part Arrancar, part Soul Reaper, part human, part Fullbringer, and part Quincy. Yet the people whose side he takes in every war is the Soul Society. He never asks whether their goals are correct or whether he should be supporting the Soul Reapers. Number two, why is death not taken seriously? This is about Soul Reapers and Shinigamis and dead spirits. Death is supposed to mean something in this series. But the Frashion girls that were killed by Grimmjow during the Hueco Mundo arc were never really killed. They recovered off-screen. They were revived off-screen, only to get beat up by Yami and possibly killed or presumed dead. A similar thing is done with the Frashion that Halle Bell leads. Number three, why is it always third time's the charm? Whether it's Bleach anime or manga, the fact is that Ichigo's opponents, his main opponents, are Byakuya, then Grimmjow, sometimes Ukiura, then there's also Aizen and Yawak. He fought Byakuya 3 times, lost twice, won the last fight. He lost to Grimmjow twice and won the third battle. The same thing happened with Ichigo and Ukiura. Ukiura defeated Ichigo twice, and then Ichigo defeated him the third time. And the same thing happened with Aizen and Yawak. My fourth unanswered question is this. Why did we not get to see the backstory of Sosuke Aizen? He was the main villain for a very long time. We didn't get to see his childhood, his mentors, why he chose his goal, what his goal was, how he got to rise up in the 5th squad of the Gode. We at least got some insight into Yawak's childhood, how he took powers from those Quincy's who that he gave power to, which was in the manga, but we have yet to see anything about Aizen's backstory. The episodes where they showed when the Vizards were captains, that doesn't mean that it's Aizen's backstory. They didn't show anything about Aizen in that backstory. Fifth, why does Ichigo, despite being a simple swordsman, not use any Zanjutsu techniques or sword moves? I'm not trying to say give Ichigo a move besides Getsuga Tenjo with his Zanpakuto or let him do Sero. No, I am talking about the sword techniques and attack moves that Soul Reapers do in Bleach. His dad, Isshin Kurosaki, did it. So did Kenpachi Izaraki with the Kendo form. Bleach fans don't get that Zanjutsu is one of the 4 forms of combat that Soul Reapers use. Every Soul Reaper has it, yet Ichigo never uses it. Why doesn't Ichigo have any Kido moves either? The 6th unanswered question that I have is, why does Ichigo look more like he's the twin brother of Suhei Hasagi? I believe that Suhei is the lieutenant of the 9th squad, and Kaien Shiba, who was in the same squad that Rukia was. He doesn't look like the son of his dad, Isshin Kurosaki, at all. He looks more like Shuhei, the lieutenant of Kanmei Tosen and Kaien Shiba, the Soul Reaper that became an Arrancar or an Espada. And there's also a filler character who was in the Hueco Mundo arc, and he looks like Ichigo. Ichigo doesn't look like his dad or his mother. 7th unanswered question, why did Aizen waste so much time by creating the Espada, using their powers, etc., when he himself said all their strength combined was not even a fraction of his own? Only Gin Ichimaru was a valuable asset to Aizen, and he was in an Arrancar or an Espada. My 8th unanswered question is, after 100 years of training and having holified Bankais, thus at least another level of power above Bankai, still, the Viscereds, or as you would call them in English, the Vizards, were so weak and useless. Why were they like that? Each of them should have been superior to Byakuya and Kenpachi Izaraki. They should have been at least twice as strong as them. But it seems like Taite Kubo, the author of Bleach, wanted to cater to the fan base of Bleach by sucking off fan favorite characters like Byakuya, Zaraki, and Hitsugaya. It is my belief that the author pussied out like a bitch. He did not want the fan favorite characters to get overshadowed by the Vizards. There are a lot of other things I can say and want to, but I won't, as I know that a lot of Bleach fans just refuse to see the truth, but I will leave with this godlike statement. When Bleach was there as an anime or as a manga, then still it didn't please its audience or answer its questions and mysteries. It's better off as a dead series that got scrapped. It's a bad thing that Bleach is returning.